A reminder for somebody that needs it right now to remember that God knows the end from the beginning. God knows the end from the beginning. Everything that is in between, it must take place. It must happen. It is happening to shape you. It is happening to strengthen you, for you to grow. Okay? Remember Isaac. It came to me this morning. Isaac. I kept hearing the name Isaac, Isaac, Isaac. So I asked the Holy Spirit, what about Isaac? And I was reminded the blessing of Isaac, the promise of Isaac. And it was through Isaac, through whom that promise was made. It doesn't matter what came before Isaac, in regards to Ishmael, in regards to Sarai giving over Hagar to Abraham so that they conceived Ishmael. Okay? And yes, he was the first son. However, the promise was with Isaac. Okay? The blessing was upon Isaac. He was the chosen one. So don't worry about what came before, what happened before. Remember the promise that God has made you. And I was looking back at the story of Isaac and just looking at roughly like how everything kind of happened. Okay? So when God made the covenant with Abraham, he let him know what's going to happen. It is through your offspring that this will happen. I will take them here. I will do this through them. All of that, okay? So in that first moment, God told Abraham that you're going to have children. You will have children. So now Sarai, being kind of impatient or feeling like God is not going to do it through her, she decided to take matters into her own hands and give her servant Hagar. And there Ishmael was born. And Ishmael is the son of Abraham. Yes. However, it was supposed to be through Abraham and Sarai. Okay? So even then after that, after Ishmael was born, what happened next? God told Abraham, your offspring, I'm going to give you a son. Through you, Sarah will give you a son. Sarah will give birth to a son. And Abraham laughed, right? Because he was like, am I going to conceive at 100 years old? But now God was more specific. Because of what they did beforehand in regards to Hagar, God comes back and says, it is by Sarah that I'm going to give you the offspring that I'm going to work through, okay? Now, that's the second time that he has told him that that I'm going to give you a son, and this son is going to come through this specific person, okay? Then there's a third time that God now says, reminds him of the promise, or now in a way kind of confirms and puts a timeline on the promise. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something. Now there's a timeline of the promise. It went to vague, to specific, to now a timeline. By this time next year, Sarah will have given birth to a boy, and his name will be Isaac. Don't look at what's happening around you right now. Don't look at the fact that right now, God, you told me this and you've shown me this. But because right now I'm looking around and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. It's like a dry land. However, God does not lie. He knows the end from the beginning. So everything that is happening in between, he knows. However, he gives us the end. He gives us the promises. He lets us see what we are going to get, what we are going to have, what he's going to give us, what he's going to bless us with. He doesn't give you all the middle stuff. And sometimes I think it's good he doesn't give you all the middle stuff. However, remember Isaac. Remember that promise. Because even when both Sarah and Abraham were like, how? I'm this old. I'm that old. How is that going to happen? They're just thinking, yeah, that's not going to. However, God's time is the best time. He said it, he will do it. So don't lose faith in what he has said. I don't know about you, but sometimes I look around at the way the world is going and I'm like, we're in the last times. So when is this supposed to happen? Because I want to enjoy it too. I want to enjoy these promises. However, don't stress about that. Don't worry about that. Okay? Because again, even in how we are perceiving things and how we are seeing things, that's off our own eyesight and off our own understanding. We have no idea what is really going to happen, how it's really going to go. But God knows the end from the beginning. Stay grounded in that. Stay faithful to him and not what you think or what you see or your time frame and your time clock. Okay? Remember your promise. because it is coming. Okay, bye.